They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with a 33-yard touchdown run. They're lining up to boot it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. They're bringing heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Hoping to find one that works this time on second down from the 7. Back to pass, it's Green. Fires one high and deep. He's got it down the right side. He's loose. Inside the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa has the ball back on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Pressure coming. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking to throw, it's McNamara. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. A strike downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team,
Welcome to Lawrence, Kansas. And pay heed all who enter. And beware, these Jayhawks can play a little football too. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. They're going to try an onside kick on the opening kickoff. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Great job there by the receiving team, right? You got your opponent here on the road. You're not caught off guard on the opening kick of the game. You're able to fall on it. Now your offense has the ball in great field position. You have got to make them pay for that gamble.
Going up top on first down. Throws to the tight end. And you just don't expect your junior quarterback to get fooled and to throw it into double coverage like that. Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. The give to the left. Open space at the 25. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Jayhawks want to move quickly. They're going to ride this running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Jayhawks. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead to 8. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Green. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he... End zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. The offense set for a first down play. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Looking for a man. It's Green. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. He's going to take off. Across the 25, he's got room. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. And the Razorbacks will have it 1st and 10. Now on the move. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He fires one deep over the middle. And the ball is intercepted. Not only made the pick, but he also made up some ground and took it back to the 38.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Arnold. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Jayhawks are in the hurry-up. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Man, those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Grab near the marker is Anthony. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He's looking to throw it. Wide open downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. At the 20, he's got space. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Arkansas, 0.
The Razorbacks have pushed it inside the 20. From the red zone, looking for a space. Snags it over the middle. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
When you're a defense, you have a choice. Do you play man or do you play zone? They sat back in zone. That might change. They might change their mind and try to switch to man here shortly in the future.
The back goes in motion. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jackson. Touchdown, Razorbacks! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. I don't know what this says about trusting your defense, but they're going for an early onside kick down 1 possession. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Unleashes one deep. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. To the air, it's Daniels. Takes a hit as he fires. This time it's complete. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. And if they were able to take the football here, drop.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Trying to find his man on first down. Makes the catch. It's Sategna. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Quarterback keeps it. Oh, the ball squirts out. Bounced right back to them.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Looking downfield, it's Green. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing this second half.
Looking to throw on second down. Fires to the right. It's complete.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And it's hauled in at the 10. Touchdown, Arkansas! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
They'll throw it on first down. Keeps looking downfield. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them. They'll go back to work after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 36. To the air, it's Daniels. Throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads it left. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
To the air on first down. Fires left. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. He's going to let it go. He's got it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They want to run this quarterback. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Only 7 seconds remaining in the first half. Let's see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Arkansas 20, Kansas 8.
I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
They're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Sends it downfield. Picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, this is how we do it. Defensively, you go into halftime, you make adjustments. You talk about, we've seen them do this, we've seen them do that. Let's get ready for it. Let's have a plan. Plan executed. You can tell they knew it was coming, did a great job defensively, forcing the interception right out the gates to start the second half.
On the ground, it's Neal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Jayhawks will hustle to the line. He's got it again. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Quarterback adapting. He's going to run it. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got it past the marker. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Getting some heat. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? The lone back's got it. At the 35, he's open. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you can throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. He's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Skinner. Tackled after picking up the 1st down. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Trying nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The defense grabs it, and they're going the other way. Flying down the right side. And after making the interception, he takes it the 40.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Man, it's like that quarterback was stepping around a bunch of bear traps in the pocket. Everywhere he looked, something was trying to grab his leg.
And the coach is going to be like, hey, dude, how do you want my quarterback to be successful if he's got guys falling all over him the whole time and he can't step up and can't even find a way to try to lock in on a receiver because so much pressure from the defense.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Finds a man on the left. Nothing but green ahead. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Arkansas. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. And that shot downfield falls incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the third quarter.
Arkansas 27, Kansas.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking to pass. It's Daniels. Throws for the tight end. It's caught. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Jayhawks moving quickly to the line. Looking to go up top on first down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Rock Chalk.
Well, the quarterback had the matchup he wanted. His big tight end with that wingspan working against that defender in the end zone. Man, that QB will take that matchup all day.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. Trying to barge their way in. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for two does not work out. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Anthony. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They want that clock to run. They shut it down quickly, but he gets two out to the 18.
Well, at this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, deep in their own end, they're going to want to run the football, no doubt. The defense knows that, and they're going to be trying to rip it out, seeing if they can get a takeaway to set up their offense in great field position. So ball security right here has got to be big.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Green. Quickly to the tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Haas. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. That's reeled in. It's Washington. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll do it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
He did a really good job on 3rd down, knowing where the sticks were, making sure he got past it. Listen, quarterbacks can get hit near the goal line punching in. On 3rd down, those are those situations where it's okay to put the quarterback's body on the line.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. The victors valiant, the conquering heroes, and they call home the Big House. Bathed in maize and blue, welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. I guess they're not interested in kicking it away. They're lining up for an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive. We're first quarter, you're going with the onside already there. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
They'll run the option. Now the toss. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wolverines.
It doesn't start much better than this. You want to get the juices going. You want to get the ground game going. How about first play, run the football right down their throat and get the touchdown?
And they told us, David, they wanted to come into this game and establish the line of scrimmage. They wanted to exert themselves as their more physical unit throughout this contest. And you saw phenomenal push up front and then great open field running by that guy, taking it the distance.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Anthony. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. First down for this offense. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. Forced out of the pocket. He's going to take a shot. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. The Razorbacks love to do it on the ground, but that gives you some opportunities for big plays up top.
No doubt. It makes me commit more to the ground game, bring more guys down. I'm more willing to play man coverage on the outside. And then in turn, if the QB can make plays down the field, make strikes, get on the same page as the receiver, it can create some huge plays for this Arkansas offense.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Caught in the backfield. It's Anthony. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up. Wide receiver shows motion. With jet sweep pass. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Razorbacks have their offense in high gear. Off-play action on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patterns. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
Here comes third and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Back to throw, it's Green. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
They go to the end around to start the drive. That'll get them thinking. Still running at the 40. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense.
First down.
Stop.
Defensively, I've got to be able to communicate. And you can call him a receiver if you want to, Reese, but this guy, you know how dynamic he is with the ball in his hands, so I got to understand leverage. And when he goes in motion or when he gets the football, I got to understand how to make sure I keep him inside. Make all of my guys inside, run inside out to the football, make the play. Defense has to do a better job communicating and understanding that guy is a weapon.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period.
Brings up second down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Michigan 7, Arkansas 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it's caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Michigan. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Man, there are times a quarterback and receiver just have the unspoken language. He's lined up to the left side. He's looking down. There's nobody in the middle of the field. The quarterback kind of just winks at him and says, I'm throwing you this close. You go get it and go score a touchdown. Man, that is exactly what happened.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
Michigan 14, Arkansas 0.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Send that offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point,
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. On the option. He'll pitch it. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Anthony. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think...
And a sack all the way back at the 5.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
Looking to throw, it's Green. Escapes the sack. Coming after him. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Great job by the QB just avoiding a negative play. I know you don't come away with a big completion, but he should have got sacked. I don't know how he was able to get out of that. Great individual effort by him.
Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 4th down, going to the air. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
I'll tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
On 2nd and goal, they give it to him again. See if he's got a nose for the goal line.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again. This time, and makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan!
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Anthony. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Send that offense back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Caught near the sticks. It's Jackson. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. The Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. Dropping back, it's Green. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. There's a timeout called. This offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
So much for jumbo sets. They'll go 5 wide on 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. Showing the arm strength to the left. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position. They don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
He wants to throw. He's going for the big play. And he intercepts it. Got some room to run. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They're already in field goal range, but Jesse, they want to be aggressive, but they can't take a negative play.
Well, the play caller's got to look up and down his sheet here to find a shot to the end zone, David. Be aggressive and see if you can get a touchdown late.
While knowing that I've got 3 in my back pocket. Don't force the ball into a bad situation, but we're definitely trying to get a touchdown.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. He's looking to throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Between the uprights, it's good.
That makes the score Michigan 28, Arkansas 3.
They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. And now on second down for this offense. Wants to throw. It's Green. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Catch in the middle. It's Anthony. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Now he's going to break the pocket. Fires on the move. Makes a connection. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. Looking for space. It's Jackson.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they stop the 4th down pass. The defense gets off the field.
And sometimes the best defense is a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get it.
Hits that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the run. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Michigan 28, Arkansas 3.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
It's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Motion from the offense. Give to the running back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Let's go.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down.
Let's go.
On the option. Now the pitch. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
Let's go.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide out in motion. They go to the ground. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
In other schools around the country, Slippery Rock, 75, Mercyhurst University.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. One man in the backfield, and he gets him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Slings it downfield. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Back to throw, it's Green. Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll pull it down. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. You don't see that penalty too often, but we see it here, an illegal forward pass. They'll go empty, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 15. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Feeling some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Fast motion from the offense. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Right down the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
This offense has failed on its previous 2 4th down attempts, but they need to keep this drive alive. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. Like, it's a known passing situation. The defense is playing coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion, and this one is all but over.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he's got it inside the 25. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep Welcome to Ann Arbor and the Big House, home to one of the most storied programs in college football and the first one to win 1,000 games, the Michigan Wolverines. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and when you've got a team that makes it into the top 25, now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Cyclones will get us started with the opening kickoff. From inside his own 15, looking, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Touchdown!